What's up, guys? This is Justin from the Tree of Woe show. Is this a Miami Heat shirt? Pre-LeBron era? Confusing, I know. There were some of us. Anyways, let's get to SmackDown. The show starts off with the Randy Orton and Big Show highlights from Monday, where they had their match and Daniel Bryan laid them both out, leading into the first segment, which was Randy Orton and Teddy Long backstage. Randy Orton looked pissed. I know. So you knew something was going on. As if we didn't already know because they announced it on WWE.com all week. But Teddy Long basically lays it out that, hey, you're not medically cleared to compete, say that 5 times fast, tonight or at the Chamber. So I know you want to give it Daniel Bryan, but not tonight. And then Randy Orton doesn't say a word. He just looks pissed and he's like, hey, I got security outside because I know how you are and you're going to try to whoop them ass, but you got to go because I'm worried about your health. And he's like, Randy Orton doesn't say a word. He just walks out. Now we get our first match of the night with Elimination Chamber ties. We get the Big Show and the Great Khali against Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett. Shout out to the Off the Rope Show sign on the front row. That was crazy. I love that. All of a sudden I'm watching, I'm like, OTRS. What the hell? So good for that. That was sweet. Shout out Off the Rope Show. But anyways, this match ends with Big Show pinning Wade Barrett after a choke slam. And after the match, he knocks out the Great Khali. I said it in the Elimination Chamber predictions. I could see Big Show realistically winning the Chamber. The only thing that stopped me from 100% picking him was this idea of Shaq versus the Big Show, maybe. But again, maybe that fell through or something. I don't know. But they're making him look just like him and then everybody else. They're booking him how they used to book Randy Orton. Like, I don't know. But this pissed me off. A, because I don't like the Big Show to begin with. But also, it's like, Rhodes and Barrett, they're making them look like garbage. Like, how are we supposed to realistically think either of them have a chance? I mean, they've lost 2 straight of these random tag matches. It's like, not even dirty either. Like, he straight got beat. It's the IC champ, and then Wade Barrett, who just got to have a feud with Randy Orton, where he, took him out of action for a month and won some matches against him, and now Big Show's making him look like, oh, well, Randy Orton's a piece of shit. I'm way better than that. You can't beat me. Whatever. And like I said, he knocks out Khali at the end, making himself look even more dominant because he's just so pissed. He's got to get to Daniel Bryan. It's like Big Show versus Daniel Bryan with 4 other dudes just chilling at the Chamber. But what are you going to do? Then we get Teddy Long player backstage on the phone, and Mark Henry comes in. He's like, hey, you need me in the Chamber. I want to be in the Chamber. We know Randy Orton's gone. You need a big name in the Chamber. Big Show walks in, just still freaking out. He's like, I want Daniel Bryan tonight. Mark Henry's like, you wait your turn, boy. You're heavy breathing. Bow! Big Show knocks out Mark Henry. I'm like, damn, this day just keeps getting worse. Knocks out Mark Henry, then he just punches through the TV. He's throwing couches. Big Show gone, loose, but yeah. He's just breaking stuff. It's not nice to do, but I don't know what they're doing with Big Show. He's just really mad all of a sudden. I don't know. But that was that segment. So Mark Henry not looking like you're going to get your shot. Slip. Big Show just screaming, give me what I want, which is Daniel Bryan. And then it's backstage again after the commercial, and Teddy Long is talking to some security guards, and they're like, hey, you got to escort the Big Show out of here. I'm not trying to be threatened, player. And the security guy says, hell no. I'm not going near that big angry giant. Yeah, we're going to need backup then. God, this is incredible. Then we get the leader of the DiBiase posse, Ted DiBiase, surprising, taking on Hunico. And it's matches like this that really, I love that I got Mick Foley in the Royal Rumble. Mick Foley's the man. God bless Mick Foley. But it's times like this I really wish I could have got Camacho. Just saying. But anyway, DiBiase versus Hunico. The end of the match, they were building towards DiBiase's hurt wrist, arm, whatever. And Camacho Screw it. I'm gonna cheer for Camacho all year anyway. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Camacho smashed his arm on the rope, and so he gets the assist, and Hunico wins via roll up. Camacho rise above. Stupid shit. All right, but yeah, and then shocking, we get the Triple H Shawn Michaels segment from Raw because you know the SmackDown audience has to know what happened on Raw. There was another one later, just because they can't think of stuff to do, I guess. But it was the Shawn Michaels Triple H segment. You know the gist. I liked this version a lot better because it wasn't 28 minutes or whatever, but you get the gist of it. Shawn Michaels wants him to fight the Undertaker again. Triple H says he doesn't want to end the era. Shawn Michaels calls him a coward, and then the Undertaker cuts his hair and does all that stuff. That's it in a nutshell. Anyway, tag team action. Not a random tag match, player, but an actual tag match. You get the Usos doing the Schleg Daddy dance. A lot of people think that he did the Samoan dance. I like to think that they're doing his. But them versus the tag champs, Epico and Primo. And this match was actually entertaining. Like, I like this match. Just saying. The end comes where it looks like the Usos are going to get the win. I mean, they had a super kick on him going up top, but Primo puts the knees up, ends up winning by the backstabber. Epico and Primo win. Makes sense. Start building towards a feud, but you still want to make your tag champs look credible. And maybe we see this at Elimination Chamber. I don't know. They're probably going to need some more matches, more than 4, because the Chamber doesn't go 8 hours. But good match here. Can't complain about that. And then we get World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan finally arrives to the arena. He comes out and he talks about Monday, how he laid him out, and he basically says, "Hey, if the Big Show or Randy Orton had any guts, they'd be right here in the ring with me. But they're afraid. Everyone is afraid of Daniel Bryan." I was cracking up like, oh, this guy. And then notice the Orton is greater than the streak sign in the background. Indeed. But yeah, he basically says, I would have beat Randy Orton tonight. That's not even a big deal. I'm going to win on Sunday. But since Randy Orton isn't here, I'm demanding to be announced the winner. So he's like, hey, Jillian, here, sweetheart, you announce me as the winner by forfeit. And I lost it here. The winner by forfeit, Daniel Bryan. Yes! He freaks out. I was dying of laughter. Oh my gosh, if nothing else, his post-match celebration makes me like him. Not much else, but you gotta start somewhere. Then Teddy Long comes out and says, hey, you ain't having a match yet, player. This boy right here, he'll fight you. Yeah, so Sheamus comes out. So we got Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. And it made me wonder, I might want to change my Elimination Chamber predictions now, because it's like, if Daniel Bryan's going to retain at the Chamber, Sheamus would most likely face him, right? And if they're really building towards that as the main event of WrestleMania, you really think they'd be doing it as like the hour main event, or not even that, on a SmackDown, a taped show? I don't know. Makes you wonder, but I picked Daniel Bryan to win in our predictions. I kind of said I had a hunch the Big Show would, but now I'm starting to think it might be going another direction. But you never know. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird to have this match on a SmackDown if that's where they're going, if they're going to have him retain, have this match at WrestleMania. But anyways, Daniel Bryan wins by disqualification after Sheamus goes ape crazy on him and would not stop hitting him. And so Daniel Bryan gets that smile on his face. Yes. So Daniel Bryan wins by disqualification. Oh, his celebrations make it worth it. Bacon is his passion. But and then we get Teddy Long, Wade Barrett, and Cody Rhodes backstage talking about the Elimination Chamber. They're both pretty much saying, hey, we're going to win the Elimination... Try that again. We're going to win the Elimination Chamber regardless. But we'd kind of like to know who the last guy is. And Teddy Long says, well, let me spit some knowledge at you, player. We're going to have a Royal Rumble, player. Battle Royal, whatever. We can call it the Royal Rumble too. But they're going to have a Battle Royal with anybody. Raw, SmackDown, Superstars, NXT, FCW, ROH, TNA. No, I'm just kidding, but you get the idea. Everyone's eligible, they said. So, They would have a battle royal, and the winner would be the sixth participant. So look forward to that later. Then we get Jinder Mahal versus Ezekiel Jackson. Remember when we had those return, maybe not return, but vignettes for Ezekiel Jackson about domination? He tapped out to Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal not only wears a turban now, he has a case for his turban ringside. I am so sorry, Ezekiel Jackson and your family. Never thought I'd be seeing Ezekiel Jackson tap to Jinder Mahal, but that's what we got here. Not much to say about this match. I don't know what they're doing, so there you go. Then we get a Divas tag match. It was a night of tag matches player. Expected for a SmackDown. We get Tamina Snuka. Face Tamina has her last name. And Alicia Fox versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya. She's a heel, so she doesn't have her last name. But, yeah, so Tamina pins Natalya and then lays out Beth, but can't hit the splash as Beth rolls out. So I like Tamina getting the win here, not on Beth, but on Natalya to make her look, gotta make her look somewhat credible. I don't know if all of us think Beth's going to win, but I definitely think Beth's going to win. So at least you want to make Tamina look like she's viable. But I think we may get Beth Phoenix versus Karma, which is about as good as we can ask for in the Divas division at WrestleMania. If not, bring back Layla. Layla's my girl. But, yeah, so not a problem with this match. You got to make Tamina look good, but don't want her pinning Beth, and she avoids the splash, so not a big deal. Then we get John Laurinaitis gracing us with his presence on SmackDown? The B Show? Mr. Excitement? Wow. I was excited. Him and Teddy Long are backstage, and Laurinaitis is like, it's all about star power at the Elimination Chamber. So, since anybody can beat it, let me show you the man who will not only win, but also go on to win the World Heavyweight Championship, David Otunga. And I said, really? I don't think that's going to happen, but you can dream, I guess. But whatever. And then we get to the Elimination Chamber Battle Royal. The first eliminated award goes to Derek Bateman. Surprise, surprise. Derek Bateman's the first eliminated. One of the interesting things that happened during the Battle Royal was Primo actually eliminated Epico to show how much this means to them. So you have the tag partner eliminate each other. It gets down to the final four of Ezekiel Jackson, Drew McIntyre, Santino Marella, and David A-List Otunga. Yeah. Of these four, now I'm not going to go on with all the. We don't have enough time for all the people I would have rather had win this, but maybe a Christian return. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of things, but those are the final four. It comes down to Santino and David Otunga. And Santino wins this match, so he will be in the Elimination Chamber. Now, I don't even care. There's going to be enough people on YouTube. Trust me. There'll be enough people that do reviews. They're going to bitch about all this. And bitch. Oh, well, it doesn't make sense. Screw it. That crowd was live during this. When Santino got to the final two, I don't care. He was getting bigger reactions than anything I've seen tonight. Oh, man. That crowd was going nuts. And not piped in stuff. I mean, literally standing up when he would go and get all pumped up to the, by the ropes to the crowd. That crowd was like, 20 rows deep, standing up, freaking out. So I'm like, hey, to all the casual fans out there, there's not much better, underdog kind of story than this. The crowd loves this guy. He's not going to win the Elimination Chamber. You know what I mean? It's like, why not? There's going to be enough people complaining. I don't care. Why not? I mean, hell, the Cobra replaces the Viper. And I'm cool with that because he's not going to win. I mean, there's 3 people that realistically can win. So it really didn't matter who they put in there, I guess. But I don't care. That crowd was live. Good for Santino. Hey, I don't even care. When I first read it, I was all pissed. But now I saw this reaction. I'm like, hey, if you can get the reaction out of the guy, why not? I mean, I'm cool with it. A lot of people probably aren't going to agree with that. And that's cool. You guys can do your calculations. But my calculation was that crowd That crowd popped bigger than for the World Heavyweight Champion, the Intercontinental Champion, all those guys. So I'm cool with it. That's just me. Good for Santino. Play it. I'll play it all night. But that's the end of the show. Santino is in the Elimination Chamber. So look forward to that on Sunday. Hell, fuck. Santino win the title. Let's do it. But no. That's it for SmackDown. Subscribe up above if this is the first time you're watching, or you've just watched a couple times and you're just debating to subscribe. Just click the damn button. Like this video. Leave your comments below on the show we had here tonight. Your thoughts on Santino as a smart mark or a just casual fan that's trying to have a good time. You can either, I want to hear your guys' Elimination Chamber predictions. We do have a Chamber prediction video up. We uploaded a shitload of videos yesterday. There's like 4 in 24 hours, but yeah. So you can either comment below or go watch the Elimination Chamber preview and leave your predictions there. Because I want to keep track to see who the smartest person is. Jake made a video talking about Chris Hero, Claudio, Castagnoli, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, or Cassius Ohno, and all those guys. He made an FCW video, so go check that out. It's his thoughts on like the future of the WWE, some of their guys that they're signed, they're in developmental. If you want to hear about some of that. Q&A 12 I filmed yesterday. Go check that out. Ask more questions on Q&As. That's about it. So leave comments on anything you want. Chamber predictions, thoughts on the show, all those other videos. This is my house. It really is. So that's all from here. See you for the chamber. Dun, dun, dun. The plot thickens.